Well, you know, it's been one of the busiest years that we have seen in Washington. We're under a new administration. A tax reform bill is making its way through the Capitol. Also, the big question here, will a health care mandate be included in this bill or not? There's a lot to talk about, including here at home. I want to ask a few questions about Oklahoma as well. So join us today to talk about a variety of political points. We have Congressman Steve Russell. Good morning.
Good morning.
You're back for Thanksgiving.
It's good to be
home.
home.
Yes, I do imagine it's good to be home. But do you want to get straight to it? You've come out and said every American that approaches April 15th every year understands our tax reform, or our tax code, I should say, is absurd. You say people across the board want change. Where the American tax system stands now, what do you think are the biggest gaffes?
Well, I think you've got such a burden on the average taxpayer. You've got a third of all American families that say they're $500 short of a major economic catastrophe in their home. We fixed that. You know, the average wage earning family in Oklahoma will get somewhere between $1,100 and $1,200 tax break at the end of the year, many more. That will go a long way with these catastrophic events. People know that they are taxed exorbitantly if they're middle income. Now, you know, the poor, they don't pay a lot of taxes. That's fine, they shouldn't. But the hardworking families know our tax code is broken. So what does this do? Doubles the exemption. Now $6,000 goes to $12,000, so you're $24,000 per family. That eliminates most of the need to itemize after that, because it really reduces your tax burden, where you don't have to do all of these complicated deductions anymore. The standard exemption will be sufficient. $1,600 per child, that's an increase. And then also making provisions for in-home care for maybe extended family. You know, that's something we've not really addressed before, and we do with this tax bill.
And talking about this tax bill, where it stands now, Trump-supported version of it, he would take it down from 7 tax brackets down to 3. If you're in the 15% tax bracket, that would go down to 12. If you make less than $9,000 a year, you go down to no taxes whatsoever.
No taxes.
You support that?
Well, absolutely. We've got 20,000 page tax code. Who can keep up with that? So we wanted to reduce it down to some standard exemptions, doubling them, encouraging things like home ownership, so your mortgage will still be deducted. Charitable giving, we want to encourage people helping one another. That's still being able to be deducted. And look, Americans know that we have to do something to bring investment and encourage innovation back into the United States so that we can grow our economy. If we can't grow the economy, we can make all the cuts we want. It's not going to matter. Yeah,
and you said we have to just simplify.
It's not just simplification. It's also encouraging offshore business, that has left the country to come back without penalty. Maybe you've got a rural family, they inherit a farm. They would love to keep the generational business going. Maybe they got a homestead. Well, $3 million worth of property sounds like a lot of money, but they can't afford a huge estate tax. So we eliminate the death tax, the estate tax, so that they can keep the farm going. There's a lot of good things that are in the House version of the bill, and I do hope that the Senate takes up our provision because it's a better bill.
And the Congressional Budget Office, they crunched these numbers. They said, you know, as of right now, it looks like it would add $1.7 trillion to the national debt. You've historically been against raising taxes, adding to that debt that we've seen. So how do you respond to that?
Well, the CBO score is really disingenuous because it assumes steady state or zero growth. Well, that's not going to happen. You know, that's like saying, okay, look, we're going to have a sale at this business, and we're not going to make any money because we're cutting prices. No, you're bringing all kinds of people in the door, and you're going to make money. And so you have to dynamically score this. When you lower the business rates or single owner companies, you know, maybe a plumber, a heat and air guy is out there, he's a sole proprietor business. We're not going to tax him like he's some IBM or big company anymore. These are the things that matter, that we've got to spur economic growth, allow people to put more of their money in their own pockets towards their own businesses, save the family farm, whatever it might be. We know after, the last 2 decades of anemic growth in this country, we got to prime the pump. We're adding $1.5 trillion to the deficit whether we do something or not. Let's get something out of it. And if we do that and prime the pump, we'll see economic growth, and that's going to matter.
And as I mentioned off the top, healthcare is also a huge part of this too. It was one of Trump's most grand promises to repeal Obamacare. And now it looks like he may be willing to take that repeal out and eliminate that in order for this tax reform plan to pass. Do you want that repeal included? Do you want it eliminated?
I certainly want Obamacare, the Unaffordable Care Act, repealed, because it's just a burden on families. We've been predicting it. These tax mandates that are hitting families so hard this year is not anything we created. It's just the law passed several years ago that's finally taking effect. We've warned about it. Here it is. But whether or not that will be incorporated into this tax package remains to be seen. It depends on the Senate version. The House did not include that in there. We think we can get a crack at it after the new year with reconciliation. So I think if the Senate does include it in the tax package, it'll complicate things. Let's keep it simple. Let's pass a good tax reform.
Speaking of keeping it simple and, the Senate version of things, let's pop up this viewer question. This was in from Lance. If we have that, it says, the Senate can only afford to lose 2 votes with such a small margin of error. Why did the Senate add in original Obamacare mandate to begin with?
The thing in our instant communication age and what I call our anti-social media, we can't even make a move or deliberate on a bill without it being reported as, oh, they're going to do this. It's like, no, we might be having a discussion, or it might be something that's being kicked around. You have a House version of the bill, you have a Senate version of the bill. Those two will come together. There'll be some horse trading, there'll be deliberation, and we'll figure out what it looks like at the end.
All right. We do have another segment with you.
Okay,
we have some more viewer questions, and I also want to ask you some questions about here at home, so if you'll stick around for one more segment.
No,